Let's talk a little bit about failure. Can you walk me through an epic failure and how you recovered from it?
Well,
Give me
getting
all the
fired.
details.
Yeah, I obviously getting fired was a big deal. Um, I've had all these little businesses. Well, I'll give you one that came later. So I helped this guy named Travis Kalanick with this company. He had a company called Red Swoosh, and they did peer-to-peer file transfers, and we did okay. And I kind of had to support him and carry him in a lot of respects. But he busted his ass. Then, golly, 2010 maybe, sends maybe soon earlier than that, sends me an email and he says, I'm starting this company called Uber Cab. And what we're going to do is replace taxi cabs. I'm like, Travis, it's a great idea, but you're going to run into all these issues with taxi cab commissions and this and that. So I went Shark Tank on him. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to give you quite what you're asking for, and let's make a deal. Never heard back from him. Turned into Uber. The rest is history. So it's not necessarily a failure, but it was a failure. It's me trying to over negotiate and me trying to do too much. When sometimes when the deal is right in front of you, you just got to go with it.
Well, let's talk about success now. And how do you celebrate? Do you celebrate milestones? And if so, what would be those milestones that you would celebrate? Like when you get a new company, do you celebrate? Do you?
Really? I mean, like, can you see this guy back here, the shiny thing?
Yes. Yes. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's when the Mavs won the NBA championship 9 years ago this week. God, time flies. I was 16 then. and so, yeah, so that I celebrate. We celebrated long and hard, but, stuff with my family we'll celebrate, but no, not really. I don't find, it's not like, okay, let's tear it up or let's have a party or this or that. Not so much anymore. I mean, back in the day, everything was a reason to celebrate, and I'd go out and have fun for any reason. But now, with kids and everything, that changes it up, and that kind of puts everything in perspective.
See, I remember reading an article years ago, before I even knew you, that you and Oprah shared something in common, that the first time you made some money, you bought nice towels. I think it was towels.
Yes.
Okay. So Mark, the crazy thing is I have that same thing. Years ago when I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a William Morris agent. I'm making a little bit of money now. I'm going to buy some Restoration Hardware towels, and they're yellow and they were plush and I loved them so much. I still have the towels today as a reminder. But was that a true story?
All the time. New towels all the time. That, cause like I said, when I'm living 6 guys in a 3-bedroom apartment and all I have is this ratty ass towel that I'd taken from a Holiday Inn, whatever. And it was just gross. I mean, now just to be able to wrap yourself in a luxurious towel, that's one of the perks, So, once my towels get a little bit ratty, I'm getting new ones. I don't care. I need that fluffy, fluffy, fluffy feel.